It's hard to find anyone in Houston who hasn't heard the name J.J. Watt. The Houston Texans player is a superstar, both on and off the field. In fact, he was just named the AFC Defensive Player of the Month. And now he is the subject of a new book. Joining us now is Associated Press sports writer and now author Christy Reekin. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So what inspired you to write a book about J.J. Watt?
Well, I think people just love him. And he has such an interesting story that I thought, why not just kind of put everything about him in one place, so it's like a one-stop shopping if you want to know about J.J. Watt. Well,
and talk to me a little bit about what readers can expect to learn in your book.
Well, I mean, a lot of people know some of the stories behind J.J. Watt's like rise to greatness. Like, he was a pizza delivery man. People really did. I mean, people might forget, but back when he was drafted, people like the Texans did not want him to be drafted. They wanted other people. So it's kind of like, I think we forget because he's so great now that he wasn't always the superstar that he is now.
You've covered a lot of sporting events, so what is the one thing that you've seen about J.J. Watt that the public doesn't necessarily get to see?
I think there's a couple of things. One, he hates to lose more than anyone I've ever been around. I mean, most athletes don't like it, but he gets like aggressively angry. I mean, he's such a nice guy, but when he loses, sometimes I'm like, hey, maybe stay away from me because you are so angry. And also, he doesn't just do charity to say, hey, I do charity because I'm supposed to do it. Like, he really puts himself behind it. I mean, the Berry kids that were injured in an accident, he met them right after their accident, and he continues to have a relationship with them. He spends time with them. He talks to them about their high school dances. I mean, he's just a really good person, and he doesn't just do things for show.
So fiercely competitive and authentically genuine. All right, so what do you think the future holds for him?
Well, I think he's probably only scratched the surface of how great he can be. I mean, he's still only in his mid-20s. He still hasn't been able to take the Texans to that Super Bowl that everyone's been waiting for in Houston. So I think there's going to be a lot of success in his future. I mean, he's also still looking to win MVP after he came in second last year, and I know that'll be a tough task for any defensive player, but if he keeps playing like this, I don't see why he shouldn't win one day.
He's got a really strong brand, so how far do you think his brand can take him?
I think he, by the time he's finished playing, he'll go down as the most famous defensive player to ever play the game, because no other defensive player, especially defensive lineman, has ever reached this kind of stardom, had these kind of like endorsements, and been able to be such a force as far as marketing and personality, and he's the guy to do that.
All right, Christy Reekin, congratulations on the book.
Thank you
so much for joining us. Best of luck. Megawatt, J.J. Watt's Surge to Greatness, is now on stands. There it is right there. Anusha,